Welcome back to another episode of Dotv Outdoors TV. In this episode, I get to take my wife Marissa hunting with me, and winter comes roaring in like a lion. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not exactly sure what dates these hunts were filmed. All I know is they were before my mom's surgery, which took place right before the first shotgun season. So the woods were really alive that morning. There was a lot of birds and singing and, a lot of turkeys running around and squirrels hopping tree to tree. And I knew it would be just a matter of time before we seen some deer. This doe come walks in and out of the field behind us. And Marissa never could get a shot on it, but it got pretty close. At this point in the season, I've already had a deer down, my mom's already got a deer down, so I just wanted to try to get my wife Marissa one. After that doe walked away, we didn't see anything for quite a while, but then all of a sudden a pretty decent buck walked in. Now my wife Marissa, she's never killed a buck. Several years ago she did kill her first deer, which was a doe. And I'll actually insert a clip of that real quick.
It looks like still warm.
So what do you think? I'll tell you what, first
How
deer...
How bad of a size is that? That's not bad.
That's not a bad size. I can't believe it. First deer. You happy?
Very.
All that hard work pays off, don't it? But now I wanted to get her on her first buck. And this buck here, I couldn't really tell its age. It looked like it was a little bit older. The rack wasn't humongous, but it would have been a perfect first buck for her, but we never could get it in range. This is Marissa's very first time ever hunting on camera, and actually she handled it pretty well. I figured having a camera in the tree, then maybe she'd have a little bit of extra pressure on her and stuff, but it really didn't bother her any. She wasn't ready to do the interviews yet in the stand or anything like that, and that's fine. But, I just, when them deer were coming up, she handled it. She's like, are you on it? Can you see it? She was asking me all the right questions, and I'm really proud of her. So, but that was pretty much it for her hunt around this time. But it's now time for my hunts coming up to where winter came in roaring like a lion and winter was upon us. So with working the full-time job, regardless of the weather, you kind of got to get out and hunt when you can. And this time, unfortunately, winter was in full force because it was coming a full-on snowstorm. Several does were walking behind me, and I couldn't ever really get a good view of them. And I also had the older recording equipment with me because I didn't want to take the good cameras out in this blizzard that was happening. And also, too, I was kind of just waiting on a buck at this point. You know, I've got meat in the freezer. You know, I'm not hurting for deer meat. So I wanted to try to kill me a decent buck. Nothing else happened that morning, so I decided to go back to that ground blind and sit again. Really didn't see much that night, but I seen one of the small does that came and visited me the last time I was in that blind. So that next evening, I was covered up with deer. And I wasn't able to shoot any of them, but honestly guys, it's pretty fun getting to shoot them with the camera just as much as it was being able to shoot one of them with my bow. I was able to get some amazing footage, and it's kind of a neat little time span there, you know, getting to take my wife with me, and then the blizzard happening, and then, you know, being covered up with deer, and the rut kind of starting to kick up, and, you know, just a lot of good things were happening. So even though we weren't able to kill anything, it was still a great time and making memories. So that's pretty much it for this episode, guys, of Dunford Outdoors TV. Hope to see you in the next one. God bless you.